Oh,
What are you doing?
are you filming now?
What are you doing?
Are you filming now? I think
What are you
she's
doing?
filming. She's
What is
filming
that
now.
thing?
Is she filming?
How did all those people get in the
I don't know. They're all gathered together in the little.
Very strange.
I just wanted to. Hello. Can you just, Scott? I can't figure out how to talk to them.
You know, it all sort of reminds me of Woodstock. It's the weirdest thing, Alex. It's the weirdest thing I ever seen. You go down the road about 20 miles.
Hard to get there from here.
Hard to get there from here.
Can't get there.
No, can't get there
Went
from
there
here.
once. Hard to get back from there,
Yeah,
too.
can't get back from there.
No, you can't.
Welcome. I don't know where this is going. I hope it doesn't end up on some kind of adult channel. Whoa, hey, he's hogging my spotlight. Wait, it's all about me and my nipple. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
It's a good-looking crowd out here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lee Tockar Show. Live in the studio with Lee. How are you, Lee?
I'm doing all right, Scott. Feeling all right, doing all right, feeling all right. Now we're going to throw it over to Scott McNeil for weather. Scott McNeil, how's the weather?
It's hot. Like, it's seriously Africa crazy hot out there.
Yes.
I'm sweating. Sorry, I'm schwitzing. I'm glowing like an ox.
Good.
Look at how pretty she is.
Wow, you guys look like a really good crowd. I really like that you've all shown up for this.
Newcomers will not be
I just want to say
Oh, yes.
Scott McNeil will not be stripping tonight. I'm sorry. Scott is going to stay completely clothed tonight. There's been a court order
I wore my tarot
insisting that he only strips after 10 o'clock p.m. Yes.
So if you stick around for
So
the
stick around for the late show.
All right.
But for those of you that just walked in, I'm not wearing pants.
And I'm not wearing underwear.
Dear God.
I'm Commando.
Wow.
Yes, I know.
I had no idea.
You knew. You could tell what religion I was. I didn't say that, and I don't know where this is broadcast. Okay, so number one, you are being broadcasted on.
I have the world on me. Look, the world is on me. I can squish the world.
All right, so there's not a lot of you here.
But you are the few, the proud, the brave.
So, yes, indeed. So let's have a big round of applause for all of you.
You attend one panel this year.
This is the panel to attend. Scott McNeil and Lee Tockar live at Anime Evolution. You see, it's almost like we can read each other's minds. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Scott McNeil and Lee Tockar at Anime Evolution. Where is this being broadcast? Because if it's in Thailand, Shintao, I'm so sorry. I will get you your $20 very soon. I am so sorry. Listen, it's just been really crazy. Whatever. Hi, everybody. Yay! Okay.
Baby, come on.
Come on, a little bit better than that. Hi, everybody. That's better. Now, I would like each one of you to pretend like you're 3 or 4 people so that you can make a little bit more noise. So we're going to try that one more time. Can we try that one more time? Scott, can you just say hello? Throw a hello to everybody. No, we're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties.
Can you hear me in the back?
And now, Reese Haynes! Reese Haynes, come on, bring it over here. Hi. Reese Haynes is the COO for Fan Build, which is launching this week. We have 25 dedicated, unique people and members that are right now beta testing and trying to destroy our site. It's very exciting. Reese, how do you feel about that?
I'm excited.
He's very excited. Well, that's
Super excited.
Ah, that's better. A couple more superlatives. Anyway, how are you all feeling? First of all, good.
Great.
How has Anime Evolution treated you so far? How many people attended yesterday?
I did.
Good. How many people just got here today? How many people do not know that they're here yet? Oh,
That's almost
good.
unanimous.
That's unanimous. Good. Scott, welcome.
Thank you.
This is
I'm a surprise.
It's a rare and wonderful occasion that Scott McNeil would absolutely just show up and surprise everyone.
Due to a little email confusion, I didn't know I was coming until today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well, that does happen sometimes, doesn't it?
Did I mention it was hot?
It's very hot.
It's warm today, warm yesterday, warmer today.
Sorry, that's the Family Guy, but never mind. Sorry.
Warm today.
I'll get to that from here.
Can't get that from here.
Oh, went there once, couldn't get back from there.
No, yeah.
Oh.
One fella made it back from there, never went back again.
Here comes the 843, right on time.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So,
Snuck in there.
there's not a lot of you here. Let's just throw it open to some questions.
All right, good looking crowd. Thank you.
This has been great. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Cleveland.
Thank you, Cleveland. I was about to say Cleveland. Can you? Oh, you can. Hi. Oh my God. Look at how.
Why is there a mirror back there?
Look, I'm trying to look at. Oh. I never had this problem on my wedding night. Okay, so okay, we're gonna throw it open to some questions because this is just getting ridiculous.
Either that or I'll be like, I'll be the Conan O'Brien.
Can you be the Conan? Yeah, no, good. Okay, Reese Haynes as the Conan O'Brien.
So, it says here you've got some recent projects you've been working on. Scott.
What kind of stuff are you up to?
I haven't seen you yet. Take see you again.
Lovely to be here. Well, you know, you come in like you don't call, you don't write. We worry sick about you guys. You could have been lying bleeding in a ditch.
Yes, you. Yes.
What are we doing now? We're just
He's doing Conan O'Brien. He's asking.
I know, he's asking questions.
They're not helping.
What are you working on right now?
Just do some more My Little Ponies.
Yes.
My Little Ponies.
And we just you know about the Johnny Test
The
thing.
Johnny Test coming back for season 7?
7.
Amazing.
7. Johnny Test season
We have
7.
some Johnny Test fans
season
in the house.
7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to lead you guys by the hands to applaud because I am just tired of your silence.
And
Make an effort, people.
And unless you come up with some good questions, I'm going to drive this one into the ground.
I have a question.
Yes, the question you in the back, sir.
Who the hell are you?
Reese?
I'm Reese. I'm very important.
Reese Haynes is very important.
Very important.
Reese Haynes is the moderator for this panel, and unbeknownst to him, he's also the COO for FanBuild. He's also one of the up-and-coming voice aficionados. He doesn't know it yet, He has no idea. But anyway, this is Reese Haynes, and he is helping me propel FanBuild into the future.
Perhaps you should introduce yourself.
Oh, hi, I'm Lee Tockar. Hi, I'm a nobody. But I like to pretend I'm a somebody. I've done voiceovers for a few years, and I'm also a part-time drug dealer. I mean, no, sorry, I'm not allowed to say that in public. I'm also a part-time parking lot attendant. That's what it says on my card. Scott McNeil also parks cars and deals drugs with.
Yes. Mostly I steal parked
He
cars.
steals cars, so...
But I steal only parked cars, which is stupid really, because you just sit there in the parked car and
Just
wait for
sit
the police to
there.
come and arrest you.
Exactly. And some of them are full of drugs, which we redistribute to the populace. And I'm just kidding. So we do not deal drugs, and we do not steal cars, parked or otherwise, especially those moving. Very difficult to steal moving cars, I find. Scott?
You've got to run very
You've
quick.
really got to run
Really,
very
you've got
quickly.
to run so fast.
Yeah, you've got to be quite an athlete, I think. Now, how many...
I'm introducing myself now.
now we're going to go over
Does that answer your
to...
question?
and we're going to throw it over to the man to my right. Who are you?
I've no idea.
No, I didn't mean philosophically.
For those who don't know, who are just coming in, because not everybody does know, and it's always very flattering when somebody comes in and says, "Who the hell are you?"
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, thank you, by the way. Thank you for making us a little smaller. You are, it's very good. Good.
No, we are the world.
We are
My name's Scott McNeil. I'm a voice actor. I've been doing it 25 years before the microphone. Now, man and boy. I go back to like the He-Mans, the G.I. Joes, the Transformers. If anybody here has ever watched Beast Wars.
Yeah.
What did you play on Beast Wars, Scott?
I was Dinobot, Rat Trap, Waspinator, and Silverbolt. Who were
Right. Whereas I was only Covert Agent Ravage, so I bow to your, you know. But I was the guy that blew everything up at the end, so there's that. Yeah.
Anime-wise, I mean, I was the original Piccolo, Jace, Deborah, Karani, Majin Buu, Old Kai, South Kai, Dr. Brief, Farmer, Infield, everybody from Dragon Ball Z. Which, even though we're not supposed to talk about it, no more world. You shook my world. Pardon? I was Duo Maxwell.
Duo.
I may run and hide, but I'll never tell a lie. Duo Maxwell, that's me in a nutshell.
And you're also a proto man at Dr. Wiley.
I was.
Yes, right. You did Mega Man? You did Mega Man.
Yeah, that's what we're just talking about.
Yeah. I was Higsby, and I was Woodsman and all of that. But Higsby was my name.
Yeah, I was also Koga on Inuyasha, and anyways, it's a long and very career.
I think I recall you being a superhero at one point with claws. Is that right?
I might have been a little X-Men, yeah. Don't make me go Canadian on your mind. Here's the deal with Wolverine. He's never been played properly. And myself, Steve Bloom, all these, you know, people have stepped into these clawed shoes. What happened? There we go. You ever been to Northern Alberta? And we'll get this, because we're Canadian. Yeah. You know, Wolverine's not walking around going, hey, Bob, don't make me. It's like, couple of Ryan Coke, you freaking want to go right now?
That's Northern Alberta. That's Northern Alberta.
Fuck the Ryan Coke right now, man. Get in the corner. We'll freaking do it right now,
man. What? You want to go?
That's the real Wolverine.
Yeah. And, oh, yes.
I just have a question.
Yes?
Would you rather have a cake in a pie or a pie in a cake?
Oh, I'd rather have a pie in a cake because I love to have that cakey exterior because it starts, because my favorite cake is chocolate. And then when you get to that lovely raspberry interior, or the apple pie inside a chocolate cake, come on. Who's gonna?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pie and cake. Pie and cake.
I, on the other hand, would like to have cake inside of pie, because pie, by definition, is an enclosing dessert.
I'd like to try both.
I'd like to have pie inside of a paella. No, that's terrible. That's terrible. No, that's not. No. Yeah. Where? I loved that. That was very good.
Somebody's cheat sheets here. Dude, he's got a weapon!
Actually, I've got a question. How many people here are aspiring voice actors? Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah,
Look at them.
That's great.
How many of you are aspiring animators or designers? See? How many of you are aspiring writers or musicians?
Nice.
You see? That's what FanBuilt is all about.
That's great.
So, www.fanbuilt.com. Log on in 1 week. We will show you. We are your.
Is there registration? I tried to log into it, so is that?
Yeah, we.
Not yet.
No. You have to go into the back end. We are not allowed to tell you the secret. Super secret. You can't go in through the front end yet. We have 25 dedicated beta testers that we've got in through the back end that are helping us destroy the site. I didn't mean it like that.
No, that's funny.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, pie. Pie. See, pie.
Yeah, you see what I did there?
Yeah, all right.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, so in about a week, we're going to be opening up the site. So when you go to the fanbuilt.com, you'll be able to log into the back end of the site through the front end. Until then, we are just fixing, making better all the time. Yes, but in the meantime, if this is being broadcast anywhere, and we're going to be putting this on the podcast, thank you. To all of our 25 dedicated beta testers, you are amazing. Thank you. And we are going to be making a lot of art. It's not Facebook, it's not LinkedIn, it's not YouTube, it's all of those things, but only for creators that make things funny or good or something. It's not just, oh, look at this video I made of my cat doing something silly. You make a movie of your cat. It's got to have credits, it's got to have a soundtrack, it's got to have something.
what do you do? What's your discipline?
Well, I'm trying to become a voice actor.
Voice actor? Yeah.
It's impossible, it can't be done. We've only ever done one series where mankind, and that wasn't nobody that I ever made a living off of that.
Go back to the mill. Go back to the mill.
Keep your day job.
No. Come to Fanville, though.
That's good.
You're the one that got me into voice acting. So
I know your face. I know your face.
My parents forced me to become.
Yes. You gotta run the family tradition, so.
Whatever happened to your dream of becoming
to be a doctor.
Yes.
No, I wanted to be a doctor. They insisted. Go into the family business. Be a voice actor. I'm going, I hate that. I want to save lives. They're like, don't disrespect your father.
He just wanted to be a nice, humble proctologist. Nobody.
Proctologist comes home from work. His wife goes, hey, honey, how's things down at the orifice?
He's here all week.
Don't
try the
veal.
veal.
Veal?
I don't know. I said veal.
That was almost like dividing by zero.
Kind of.
Now it's just a hobby.
And now it's just a hobby. Are we running out of memory on the iPad yet? It's going to have to happen soon. Okay, so let's.
From my point of view, she doesn't actually have a face. She has an iPod.
It's true. You look lovely.
This is life in the future.
So let's throw it open to you guys again. Now that it's filled out a little bit here. Do you know? And now that you know what Scott has done, does anybody? I don't even know if you guys know what I've done. I don't even care.
You had your chance.
I guess it doesn't matter.
You had your chance.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm Slugterra, I'm Pronto the Magnificent, I was George of the Jungle, I'm League of Super Evil, I'm Dr. Frog, and Glory Guy. I am... You always talk about the stuff from League of Super Evil. Thank you, so we play okay for Geez, you've always got to have the top credit. Man! Scott and I played in League of Super Evil. Awesome, best cast ever.
Yes. Yeah.
One of the best casts, actually.
One of the best casts. Yeah. And on and on and on. Anyway, boring. But let's throw it open to you guys again. Now that there's more of you.
Yeah, Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Question for Scott.
Yes.
I know you did a lot of voice work for the Dawn of War and Dawn of War.
Yeah.
Which one's your most favorite and your least favorite character to voice in?
You did Dawn of War.
Probably, you know what, the first one, because it was kind of cool and exciting, and I played an interesting array of guys. There's a lot of work in video games that involves just being, the guy that's running around going, "Follow the Imperium!"
Yeah.
But, playing a couple of the, I don't know, pivotal, seminal, whatever roles in the thing. And it's fun, because I'm a gamer as well. I just did a bunch of work on League of Legends, and I'm all like,
oh, nice!
Yes.
Who do you voice?
Hecarim.
Oh.
Which was fun because that was the My Little Pony. Hecarim is like the most badass centaur in the world. He's like this huge, like super savage. And one of the lines was, "Friendship is magic." Because he's capering around.
That's awesome. What did you do in My Little Pony? Did you do some stuff in My Little Pony?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Flam of the fabulous Flim Flam Brothers, which was originated by Lee, but that's a different story. And I thought it was brilliant.
No, and I was very happy to scratch track. Yeah. And I play Snips in My Little Pony, and Stephen Magnet, the fabulous sea serpent, and the shopkeeper, and the little foul-mouthed beaver. So there's all that. But this is anime evolution, not My Little Pony evolution. And the ponies are, God love them, they are everywhere. And we love them being everywhere. But this is about all the rest of animation and anime.
I've got one of those things that you're not allowed to talk about.
Oh, please do.
But let's say that hypothetically I left this country and went to another country.
Right.
Where you can get really good barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a company called Funimation, and let's say hypothetically, I just went down there and did. Yeah, we might be talking about Texas.
Yeah,
there's a big project coming out of this hypothetical state.
Right.
That I may or may not be involved in.
Possibly or possibly not. We're not actually saying.
I can't hear anything on this one.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm using a phone as a bottle of water.
If you attend one con this summer, if you meet one voice actor this summer, let it be Mackenzie Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mackenzie Gray. Mackenzie Gray is appearing in Superman, the movie, right now.
Things are being done.
And I think now you're allowed to actually say what you're playing, aren't you?
Yes.
What are you playing, Mackenzie?
Jax
Jax
Evil Plutonian
Thief. Jax
Lee talked about his Emmy nomination.
No.
He got an Emmy nomination.
I just came back from LA. I won a Leo a couple weeks ago for outstanding performance, and then I went to LA for I got an Emmy nomination. So yes, I'm a little too humble to talk about that, but thank you very much for doing that. Mackenzie Gray, everybody.
He taught me everything I know.
Yes, indeed.
So we're doing questions.
So we're doing questions, so we're throwing it open to all of you.
Sure.
Hey, dudes! Dudes! Early! We're done! Love you guys! These guys are awesome! Oh my god. Funniest little clip I ever had from last year with you guys.
Saw it after.
Oh my god, so funny. You guys blew my mind.
Alright.
Sam Benson tonight.
2 points and counterpoint in question. And now we have a question from the audience.
Got it.
Two things. One for you, Lee. One of my friends is the animator for Slugterra, so he was the one who told me about your voice in Toronto. So well done on that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And my second question to you, or my second point is that.
Well, the first one wasn't really a question, but good.
Yeah. Point. I wanted to ask for someone who's trying to develop his own demo tape.
Demo reel.
Demo tape.
Demo 8-track.
It's not, yeah, I mean, what do you call it now? It's just
it's a demo reel. Demo reel, yes. A demo reel.
What is a tip you guys would suggest to myself who's trying to develop my own demo reel?
Well, you would probably come to one of us and say, help me produce a demo reel.
I will give you a few little pointers on that.
Absolutely.
And I will give you a few
Short and sweet. This is an ADD-driven business in ways that you would not believe, as you may have noticed.
You got about a minute and a half.
A minute and a half, minute 15 seconds is plenty long. If you can do 437,226 voices, awesome. Don't put them all on there.
No.
Pick 4, 5.
That's it.
And then show your broadest spectrum. If you hear anything that's sort of similar, you know, in theory there's enough imagination out there so that they can hear you going from this to this to this to this to this. They go, well, you should be able to do some stuff in between.
And make it sound like a cartoon. Because it is for animation that you are doing what you want to be doing.
And keep in mind that nobody, I think, has ever actually been hired from their, you know, they say, oh, I heard your tape and I love that voice. Your tape is basically a calling card. It's a way of introducing yourself so they can hear it. People that are auditioning shows, people that are looking to hire talent, so they can go, oh, you know what? We just heard your stuff. He's very good.
Also, you've got about 10 seconds to wow them.
Yeah.
So make it count in the first 10 seconds.
I can do that.
Yeah. And full production, but never let the production value overstep the voice, right? So make this, if you got sound effects or whatever, never make it
over the top.
Yeah, no, well, just don't make it
they don't
louder
want to
than
hear,
the voice.
you know, how awesome you sound when you're pitched down 15 degrees with flange and phasing and all this other stuff on it. Nor are they really going, wow, you really built me a soundscape. They want to hear your voice.
They want to hear your voice.
And more specifically, and this is something I stress a lot when I teach, I don't ever think of it as a voice. Think of it as a character.
Yeah.
Mel Blanc, the greatest of them all, never created a voice. He created characters.
That's right.
Which is why, in spite of what my therapist tells me, I believe that rabbits can talk.
Exactly.
Because the stuff that's being done now, like, you know, like people that are doing Mel stuff, and, you know, with all due respect, I mean, I'm one of them. I played Fargo Leghorn and Baby Huntingtons. But what's missing a lot of times is the soul that he put into the characters.
That's right.
I say to a lot of people, you know, they go, oh my, I want to be voice actor. It's like, great. I do all these voices, great. 2 words, voice acting. By far the most important one is the acting. The character comes first, the voice will come later.
And just on another, just how to publicize yourself, how to get yourself out there. End with, hello, my name is blah, I can be reached at this number, and then stop, and this is a small example of some of my voices, I can be reached at this number. Then you find an agent, and then you go back and you re-record and you put, I can be reached at this number or your agent's number. Actually, you should just put your agent's number. You don't want people calling you directly. Yeah. So just make your first run to give to your agent or to an agent. And then you find an agent that can work in cahoots with you to get you work out there. And then once you get an agent, you put their number at the end of it, and then you send it out en masse, and you land your first gig.
If you put a little link right at the very end to any naked pictures that you have of yourself too, that
does help actually.
Never heard of it.
It's how we actually
I
said naked pictures of Scotty.
Well,
yeah, I actually got my start by not sending out naked pictures of Mackenzie and Scott. So yeah.
So do we have any non-naked related questions?
Thank you.
That was almost like serious and sincere.
I know, but it's
insightful.
Yes. We're here to teach as well.
Oh yeah, that's what we do, you know.
Yes, I have a question for the recently arrived Mr. Graham. How is it like torturing Superman?
Torturing Superman? Oh, because I'm in a panel after these guys. I don't want to Shanghai them.
You're not Shanghai. I'm Shanghai. I know. No, this is awesome. I'm not.
I can't really say anything too much about it because it's a key story point. So I would just say that working with Henry Cavill was really wonderful. And we were given lots of room in that scene, and the scene was actually about 3 minutes longer than it is in the film. There was a lot more detail and story that they felt they could show rather than talk about. And so I was sad to lose that because there's some nice stuff back and forth with Henry and I. But it's great when you have a key scene with the lead of the movie, and it's such an important scene, so it was great fun. And,
I've seen it. It was great. You were great.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed it.
Reese saw it. It was great. Creepy as heck.
Creepy as
Nice.
heck. I like it.
Anyone else? Throwing it open. Anyone here?
There's a gentleman with blue face. Was that? You had a question earlier. Yeah.
It was just a minor question. It was a reference to Lee.
Hello.
You said you saw these two guys video about the fact that
Yes, last year.
Yeah.
These guys blew my mind because they're just so committed. They're so committed.
Yeah. Was that the video with the whole Scooby-Doo thing?
It was last year. It was in Burnaby, at Burnaby Mountain at SFU, and they came up to Sam Vincent and myself at a table. And we're in character, 100% committed, full-time, not even breaking character for a moment.
Yeah, I didn't black out for a full day. I don't remember anything.
It was amazing. It's still on my favorites. I have it as this little video link. I was like, we're not worthy. You guys were amazing. You guys were amazing.
We all talked about it afterwards. It was so funny.
Yeah.
That if all actors had the same commitment, 100% when they're working, it'd be just a good thing.
Yeah.
Some do, some phone it in, some work 5 times as much, but your commitment was really amazing.
Outstanding.
It was
Outstanding.
Party on!
And now for the second half of the panel, or something we like to call the Let's All Put On Our Sunglasses part of the panel.
Oh, is that what we're doing now? Oh, all right. Okay, well, let's do that.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can ask all the same questions and we'll give the same answers, but this time we'll be wearing sunglasses.
That's right. Yes.
It makes us actually, it's going to make us talk a little different as well. We're going to have to talk like this now.
Between the mustache and the sunglasses and this hat, I look so damn Cletus.
No, it's awesome. You look like you're right from some part of the deep south. I'm not sure.
I won't wait a minute. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
don't talk like that. That was my favorite. That's my favorite when you know when he did that. What?
Oh, yes.
Your shirt is shiny.
Your shirt is very shiny.
Oh, shiny.
Alright, not serious question for Scott.
Oh, God.
I know.
Jeez.
Alright, in Frozen Teardrop, why is Duo Maxwell now a magician?
You know, that's a very good question. I've done No, I didn't even know he was a magician. Look very carefully, follow the shiny in my hand.
No.
Oh, that's lovely. That's great. Thank you. Look, what?
Just pick that.
What? I know, it's the uncle's trick. I love it.
Yes. Oh, you guys ringing your nose. That is entirely not up to us. That is purely the, you know, oh, Japan. I mean, shall we just leave it at that? Oh, Japan.
Japan.
Where do these things come from?
Thank you, Japan.
I like the naming systems in anime. You know, like Gundam Wing themselves, like, we're going to use a number. Yes, numbers all the way. Simple. Dragon Ball Z, it was like whatever they were doing in their house while they were writing. The guy's cleaning his underwear drawer, and suddenly there's Dr. Briefs, and there's trunks, and you know, it started off with all the vegetables, blah, 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 blah. You know, and it's just like, whatever. Open the junk drawer in the kitchen. Oh, bring in scissors. I am.
Scissors, man.
Scissors.
Yeah, I am Dr. Scissors.
Ah, the adventures of Eyebrow Tweezer Man. And embarrassing suppository guy. That's when we got to the medicine cabinet. But you know what I'm talking about. You guys know what it is. They just go like, okay, names.
Yeah, I played a character named Tweezers.
You were tweezers? You were tweezers? Right.
Ninjago.
Ninjago.
No.
Ninjago.
I mean, Tetsuja. In Tetsuja, I think I was Tweezer.
Yeah, Scott and I are both in Ninjago right now. Are you in Ninjago?
I'm going back.
I'm
Fanga. Two-headed.
Oh, that's right, yeah,
That's right, yeah. Yes.
I've got a two-headed snake Lego figures.
Yep.
When I was a boy, Lego was just blocks. You had to use your imagination. Now it's building kits, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Now they gotta make everything else.
Anyone else? Hello.
Just an off question is.
Your hat is staring at me.
I like your hat. It's creepy, cool, and it's making me uncomfortable, and I'm feeling happy all
I
at
have
once.
6 eyes.
I love it. I love it. Yes.
Will you be at the autographs area?
Yeah, this was a bit unexpected. There was a big confusion in the ether of the interwebs, and so my officially coming here happened like late last night. So yeah, they're gonna set up an autograph thing, and you can always grab me in the hallway too. Like I've always got tickets. But yeah, there is gonna be official. I don't know anything. I walked in. I can't. They said
We're all doing one at 5.
Are we? Okay, we're all doing one at 5.
Good.
Scott, are you going to be here tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys want to bring me like gold and stuff, that would be sweet.
I take bullion.
I was going to bring you jewels, but now I'm not
No. My
jewels are good, like rare
But I
gems
would
are
like
good.
my pie cake tomorrow.
Pie cake.
Pie cake.
Pie cake, please. She's ready to get pie cake. She's actually ready to get pie cake.
So long, right? If you get work.
It's so nice to see
fun
you.
selling the cat.
Can't go, man!
I just saw her walk by. I honestly just saw her walk by. She just looked at me like I was an idiot. They know me so well.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, anyone else? Because we want to talk to you, but we have to respond to things. Yes.
I got one. Okay.
Yeah.
For Lee Tockar.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, dude. You went to Capilano College around your Facebook club. What was that like?
Yeah, it was awesome. I don't remember much. I was really there to party, actually. I've taken like 100,000 extracurricular courses that have to do with Final Cut and Final Draft and writing and producing and things that don't appear on my CV. So I just like take extra courses and hang out with really cool artists and drink with them. So that's what I do when I'm not doing what I do.
That's the real way to learn.
That's the way to learn.
Education, schmeducation.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. I've gone to SFU, Cap College, Emily Carr. I've taken Final Cut, Final Draft, writing for TV, writing for movies, writing for children's books, all these illustration.
I teach here. I teach at this. Yeah. I'm an adjunct professor.
You are an adjunct professor?
It means they can pay me less.
Oh, that's good.
I
get used to making less.
I used to come here and guest lecture on Tom Schulte's class and do acting for camera and so on. And then they said, well, let's set it up. You'll take over a whole term. And when you do that, they set you up and you're on the payroll and so on. And all of a sudden the money evaporates like a magic trick. See the ring?
Fantastic.
It's gone.
Where's my paycheck? Oh, it's behind Scott's ear.
I get to hang out with students and artists and cool people like me, but I can't touch them.
Not technically allowed to touch us. No.
You can shake hands.
See, I knew somebody else was on the same line.
Yes, so there you are. Anyone else? More. Give us more.
More. One in the back.
Yes. Deep in center field.
And throw to left.
If you had a statue made out to your awesomeness, what would you be doing, and or what would your plaque say?
Oh, nice.
All I know is mine would be made of butter.
I like butter.
I know, and tasty. I want a life-size butter statue of me and an endless supply of hot roasted corn on the cob. Then I'm just gonna sit.
Well, that's
nice.
Do it again.
That's nice. Wow. I want mine to be me on a hammock with devil horns and a devil tail, and it should read Supreme Leisure Demon.
Like you do that for real.
Yeah, I would totally do that. That's what I do every day.
That's real life pictures.
Real life pictures. Yeah. Reese? What
I didn't even think of. Good job would be the plaque.
Yes, good job.
Good job. Thank you for showing up.
Yes. With Reese going
in bronze.
He sucked less than some.
Gone but not forgiven.
Extremely mediocre. Exceptionally mediocre.
Have you broken the iPad yet? Is there any memory left on the little?
She's not even filming. She's just shy.
She's just I'm not filming. I just don't want you to see me. Okay. Anybody else? Let's come on. Let's get a come on. Yes.
Here's a question for both you, Lee and Scott.
Yes.
What are your favorite? Well, do you have your favorite lines from Reese Wars?
I am very from Beast Wars.
Go ahead. Oh, jeez, I only had like 14 lines. So
seminal lines.
Yes, indeed.
Blew up the bloody world, didn't it?
But no, it's true, I did. Yes. It would be Decepticons Forever.
Decepticons Forever.
That would be it, because that was where I was like, finally I had killed everybody and destroyed the world. And, yeah. And you had like 1,000.
Insolent vermin. Don't make me take you off the old-fashioned way.
Teddy! You don't like to see a try at that dino boob. Or should I say, lizard lips? I know. Shut up, rat trap. Yeah, we're all gonna die. Oh, come on, Spanish. He had a great bit about cutting somebody a new exhaust chute. And of course, Silverbolt's strong, proud, brave, and smart like a bag of hammers. I did have the favour, and I will admit this truly. You don't usually get emotionally invested in your work. But when I saw Code of the Hero, I went like, damn, that was good. Plus, it was all this paraphrasing of Shakespeare, which is wonderful. You don't often get to do that in cartoons. It's the final, it's this suckle, all this paraphrasing of Hamlet, and the last line was,
the rest is silence.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you a story, true story. There was an actor I was working with many years ago who thought it was all bullshit, but the Scottish play, which we won't mention by name, is a superstition in the theatre that you don't mention it when you're working on a play or you're backstage or you're in the theatre.
Even if you're working on that play, which makes it really difficult.
Well, you do a little ceremony. But there's great gags about it. But the tradition it came from was In the Restoration period, which was after Shakespeare, when the Restoration theatres were two major theatres in London. One was the King's Theatre and one was the Duke's. And if a play was doing very well at the Duke's Theatre, then the King and the court people would go there, and the other theatre would be stuck because nobody's seeing the new plays. And they did new plays every 2 weeks. And the actors had to have hundreds of characters in their heads. And so what you could put on to get the court and the people back was you put on the Scholars Play, because it was the most popular play. And so if you said, well, maybe we should do that play, it was bad luck for the play, and they just thought, don't mention it, don't mention it. And it grew out of that, and then there were all these other Wiccan superstitions and so on. But one actor I was working with thought it was all a bunch of rubbish. And one day said it, and we all said, could you go out and spit and swear, and we'll let you back in? He said, it's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, come on. And he just wouldn't do it.
He exploded.
And so
there, right there, he exploded.
So no, but anyway, he said, he says, it's right, you can say 1,000 times it makes no difference, it's just stupid. And we said, well, why don't you honor the superstition, it's a tradition, it's kind of fun. No, it's bullshit. Oh. So he said the name, let's say the name was Pencil. He went, pencil, 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 oh! He walked out to the second act, this was the intermission.
Killed by a bus.
Two risers, there had been a big fight scene beforehand. Two risers had separated. He put his foot in the blackout and broke his ankle, double break. Oh. Literally, like a minute after he'd said that. And they had to replace him. An actor had to go on and read, the text. He was sent to the hospital. He was in a cast. He had to do the rest of the show in a cast, and he never ever mentioned it.
Never, of course he never did.
True story.
That's when the term comes, break a leg.
I broke my foot last summer. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
It was shocking to me how many times going into an audition, people would just unthinkingly go, break a leg.
Oh,
Thanks. You never said that to dancers. No, never said to dancers.
All right, well, how about what a piece of work is man? Yeah. No, are we not gonna? That's Hamlet. That's it.
You can do Hamlet. I won't mind if you do Hamlet.
I don't know. I would do that. Do it.
I know. I thought we'd give him a bit of Shakespeare.
You know what I learned in theatre school?
It's just never show off.
No. I don't show off all the time.
I know you do.
But the thing that I learned in theatre school...
And here's the thing he learned.
When I was a young...
In his many years cracking the ball.
Was dead none all Shakespeare. All you need to do is learn the first 4 lines from every famous monologue, and you will be a hit at any party, or a total loser at any party. Because if you can fire out the...
Depends on if it's a college party or a university party.
So, you just sit there and spout off and go, oh my God, you know so much Shakespeare.
Oh, if you like that one, how about this one?
Yeah, exactly.
Jump over.
Keep them moving fast, nobody notices that he never goes beyond the 4th line. Never.
Well, he's humble.
Yes.
He's just too humble.
I'm exhausted from having just come back from the structure.
I've just given a show.
Yes, I have nothing left. I always give.
Sorry, my agent has told me that I must keep this limber. I can't overuse the vocal cords. Okay, so let's move on. It seems like I'm moderating. Anyone else? How's it going over there?
Very good.
It's good, yeah? Have you got his good side?
I don't have a good side.
No, we don't have good sides, so I guess...
My inside is my good side.
Oh, his inside is his good side.
See, that's totally not true.
It's totally not true. His inside is the worst. It's the worst of his side.
Do you guys have favorite parts from Stormhawks?
I liked my part from Stormhawks.
Yeah, I liked my 4 lines from Stormhawks. I was Ren in the first 2 episodes.
You were a little French pot-bellied stove.
Yeah. We were wrestling like 2 rats or something like that. And then I was never heard from again.
We learned a valuable lesson about outrageous French cartoon accents. When the line says, "This is most heinous."
Yeah.
Most heinous.
It was most
heinous. Yes. You really got to pay attention to the H. You really got to Americanize the anus. Make it Americanize the anus.
If you don't Americanize your anus.
No, it's yeah.
Did you guys ever do Madeleine?
Yeah.
Because we all had to speak that ridiculous French accent.
Yeah.
I got to sing on Madeleine.
Yes, Madeleine.
I got anything for that. I mean, playing Stork was ridiculously fun because he was just so weird and neurotic, and you know, we're not just doomed, we're doomed. The eye twitch. I've received some very odd fan art involving Stork and other characters on the show. I'm just saying. You know, that's why they call it. Sorry.
So no, it's fine. I have had people send me things.
It's really disturbing when it's My Little Pony stuff.
Yeah, there is some really. I love the bronies. Snips would never do that. Okay, that's what I'm. Snips would never do that. Okay. Steven Magnet, maybe. Not Snips. That's all I'm saying.
That's all getting into Pinkie Pie's cupcakes. Are you stretching?
No.
Okay. Never stretch at an auction.
No.
So my question to all three of you guys, or all four of you guys, is when you guys are at home, do you guys have your own studio? And what do you think about your own home studio? Is that a good idea or a bad idea?
It's almost essential now for booking work. Not a lot of, I mean, I'll speak personally quickly, but I don't record a lot of stuff out of my studio. Some people do, you know, guys that have got a full land thing and, you know, they work like Dave Cage just works in his underwear, sitting at home with a glass of scotch. Sorry, yes, his My Little Pony PJs. But the auditioning process has changed dramatically in the last few years. I mean, it used to be every time something was casting, they would hire a studio, they would have a casting session. Now, a huge percentage of it is, here's what we're looking for, please submit. So record your audition, send it out.
Yeah. Okay. Let's ask, because Reese has never actually answered a question in a panel before, so go ahead.
I think the sketch pad for your characters, what Scott was saying at the beginning, don't just do a voice, find the character. That is your sketch pad. Yeah. Your recording, and your microphone is your brush. And you know, try with different microphones. It's really, if you got the dough.
What's your easel?
What's your easel is the
GarageBand
converter.
Okay, what about the palette thing you put the paint on?
The palette thing is your mouse.
That's your mouse.
That's your mouse.
Yeah.
Okay. What about your French tam with the big bow and that stupid small?
That's totally yours.
I think that's
this is just
it's just you.
That's
just you.
You've had a studio for a long time.
Yeah. What I do, and Scott is absolutely right, and so is Reese.
And so is Mackenzie.
And so is Mackenzie. So the dynamic of the industry has changed. Yeah. Now we do not use ISDN cables. You don't have to be rich anymore. Yes. We have. Here is my recommendation.
Do it on an iPhone.
You know what? I didn't.
Sennheiser?
Yeah, no. There's a little Apogee mic that's $200, and it is a studio quality mic, and it has the same plug-in as an iPhone 4, and you could do it on your iPad, you could do it on your iPhone, and you can mail out through GarageBand and edit everything.
You can have the amazing Puppet Studio.
Yeah. It is a different world we live in. We can do anything. This is why, another reason why we want FanBuilt to be, we want to be accessible. We want to create a new generation of people that don't need the big studios anymore. That you can have good quality sounds, send it in, have animators or designers make some funny things around it, but you don't need the money anymore. You just need the Apogee mic